Hello, hello. I am back to help you do this thing called life. So, I have been praying for us, right? And I just still kind of been thinking on what I spoke about yesterday, which was junk or jewels. And just knowing that it is really a work in progress. Once you can identify whether you have junk in your mental space, in your spirit, or if it's jewels, and knowing that if it's junk it needs to go. Well, once you identify that junk is there, you still got to go through the process of moving it. Now, I've only moved once in my life, um but boy, and I plan on moving again, but Lord have mercy, Jesus. I do not look forward to that process. But what I do know is that when I do move, the process is going to be for me to move into a better space, a more appropriate space, right? That's the same way we have to see this whole thing with our mental space, with freeing up capacity so that freeing up space for God to be able to give us more ideas, more inventions, more information. You know, we get information from a lot of places. We get information from um, news outlets, from friends, from YouTube, from work, from wherever, but useful information for our lives. If we want to make space, we got to move it. Well, how do we move it? It takes a conscious effort. And not just one time. Y'all, today alone, I had to move things so many times because I try to have that time with God. And stuff kept trying to interrupt my time with him. I'm from my own mind. I'm not talking about phone calls, I'm not talking about a doorbell ringing. I'm talking about my mind. And I had to keep consciously saying, this is my time with him. And I had to keep pushing that stuff back out the door, pushing it back out the door. And when I was even thinking about what I was going to talk to you about today, you know, if you've ever seen Hoarders, it's a scary sight. The show Hoarders, oh, it's scary. It's scary. But some of us are going around with our minds just that cluttered, just that overrun. And it's like, where do I begin? Wherever you are, start right there. Start right there. There's no need in saying I'm going to start in the back room. No, 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 no. If you're standing right there right now with junk all around you, start right there. Let that be the plan. I need to start somewhere. I'm going to start where I'm standing and begin whatever that thing is that keeps invading your space. Whatever that thing is, sometimes it takes healing in order to move it. If it's something that's been sitting there a while, you know, it might take some real work, but you got to move it. You got to move it. I was thinking about even my mom. So my mom had 9 kids. She and my dad. 20 some grandkids. My mom and dad have been married. In March, it'll be 71 years, y'all. 71 years. They have, their oldest daughter is 70. So, can you imagine, with all those kids and grandkids and all those birthdays that my mom and dad have had, all those anniversaries, all those Mother's Days and Father's Days, and can you imagine how much stuff she has received? And the thing is, I know that there are some things that even like when I was a kid and I bought my mom that she probably valued because her baby bought her something, right? But at what point is it okay to throw it away if it's no longer needed, if it's no longer appreciated? Like, it's not going to hurt my feelings. You could get rid of that, Ma. You could get rid of that. And I think about the same thing with us. How much stuff are we holding on to that was one time very valuable? It could even be people that were super important in our lives, that held a special place in our hearts. But they're no longer that to us. Why do you keep letting them take up that space? You know, I said sometimes you might have to put something in the closet. If it's something that you know you can't, or somebody that you know you can't part with, you may have to put them in your mental closet. You may have to put them mentally under the bed. But you've got to begin to clear it out. I hope this made a little sense and that it was more clear than mud. That's what I'm hoping. But I don't know that I'm finished talking to you about it. I don't know. I'm still processing, you know? And this is stuff I know, but we got to put it into practice. That's the thing. It's not enough to know it. You got to work it. You got to really do the work. Put in the hard work to be a better person, to have better, to think greater. Okay? It takes work, but I promise you are worth it. This has been One Moment with Marcy. I'll be back tomorrow with another moment of momentum producing inspiration. Until then, stay encouraged. And remember, you got to flutter before you can fly. But flying is in our future. I love you.